Hey guys, Charles DeWitt here, and I'm excited to see you guys made it to the actual proposal template video that I put together for you. I won't hassle or bother you too much with details about me. Just very brief, I am 27 years old. I've been running my creative design agency called Vantage for about 9 years now, out of Los Angeles, California, and Vancouver, BC. I'm originally from Europe and have grown this agency to a profitable six figures all on my own. I've never really had to hire people, get offices, any of that. So just to put it out there, this is a very doable feat in life if you wanted to become a profitable freelancer or start a very lucrative design agency and make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. It's very doable on your own. You don't really need a big office space or employees to do so, and I'm very proud that I've done it that way. So without further ado, let's get right into the actual proposal template. This particular template I designed for a company called Nightlife Access. They had an app called Nightscape. And what they were looking to do was build a prototype, get a logo, all that kind of stuff. They just had an idea for an app and really wanted to, get some visuals, get a prototype to really get to that next level. So this is a proposal that outlines everything that we offered them, pitched to them. It was eventually sold for about $12,000, I believe, as you'll see in the pricing section. And yeah, I'll just run you guys through it step by step. So this is the second page. What's really important to note is that we don't make everything about the client. We talk about ourselves quite a bit, about what we do, who we've worked with, what we value in our culture, that kind of stuff. So that's something I laid down here. It's sort of an elevator pitch about who we are and what we do. Now, what is important though is to also make the client understand that we've done our research and we know who they are, what they want to do, but also that it aligns with our vision, right? So I personally don't work with brands and entrepreneurs who don't align with my company's mission. My company's mission is to increase sales, sell more products, and overall get more exposure for clients who actually have something dope, cool, of value to offer to the world. So I don't work with scam artists or people who sell products that don't work, that kind of snake oil stuff. It doesn't align with me. These guys, however, had a great business model idea. They had a goal to shift the nightlife industry and disrupt it with apps. And I was very confident with everything they pitched me. So that's something I reiterated to them in this initial introduction. Now, what I did then, and this is very, very controversial, so pay close attention because not a lot of people do this, and I think personally this is the biggest reason I've been so successful, is that we do preliminary design, meaning I give my clients directional concepts, sort of user interface mock-ups about what is in my head, what's playing in my mind, and what direction I could potentially see this app taking. So what I did was sort of did preliminary mock-ups just to show the client that I understand their vision. I understand what they're trying to do. I understand the sort of look they're going for. And these are very simple, small mock-ups, but there's nothing that gets the client more excited than stuff like this, really showing them that you've already done creative thinking, deeper thinking about their brand, about their creative culture. And this is sort of like the first few things that they see come to life when it comes to their product. So this is an emotional thing, right? This takes me maybe 10, 20 minutes to put together, but in terms of convincing the client and converting on proposals, this is probably one of the biggest parts of the equation. So keep that in mind. Another very big part of the equation is for the client to know where their money is going to, right? So if you're going to try and sell a $10,000 product or service, chances are that the client doesn't want that tomorrow. They want to make sure that there's time and energy and effort invested on your end into making sure that this is the best potential and possible product that you're delivering. So what they want to see is how long it's going to take. Our processes for design clients usually take 3 to 4 weeks, so that's what we put here. We don't have an exact timeline. However, we do say what kind of phases our process consists of. So every single phase here is very crucial to our process, and we basically map it out for the client and say, okay, in this phase, this is what's going to happen, then we're going to need this from you, and then this is what our team's going to do, and then that's when we're going to present it to your team, and blah, blah, blah. Very important to have the client be able to predict exactly what's going to happen. when they sign over your check or wire you your money, right? They want to know where it's going to go and how long it's going to take before they actually see results. This next page is sort of an ego booster. It doesn't really say anything about the client or their product. It says it's more about us and who we work with. So we talk about our partners. That's what we call our clients in our culture. We help incredible people communicate who they are and what they're up to through beautiful design and experiential apps. Our passion is simple and straightforward. Convey who you are through beautiful design, crisp copy, and impeccable service. Our partners are unconventional, leaders, outliers, artists, misfits, the real ones. This sort of makes the client feel special. They're like, okay, these guys have worked with some notable brands or firms or people that I know. This is, important for them to sort of feel like they are part of that special tribe that you work with. This next page is all about social proof. So, you're working with humans, so you want the human is a sheep. They want to see that other humans have validated your work, that other notable people in the industry have praised you, have validated you, have said you do a good job, basically. So I keep it very simple. I have tens of testimonials, but these are 3 of the best ones that I've ever gotten. Gary Nealon, a big entrepreneur in the Inc. 500. Realm, Tim Donovan, probably the biggest guy in the CPA space of digital marketing right now. So, guys that have said notable things about me, deserves to be repeated. The more social proof you have, the better, because people want to see other people validate your work. If people see that other people have spent $10,000 with you and were happy, then they're more likely to spend that $10,000 with you as well. Again, third page, about us. We're not making everything about the client here. This is sort of humanizing the connection between you and your potential client. It's sort of a biography about me, who I am, what I do. I humanize myself by saying where I live, that I'm a dog person, that I like having drinks and geeking out over marketing and conversion stuff. This really is what sets, agencies apart from firms like myself who tackle things with a more personal approach. I'm the main point of contact for my clients, so it's important for them to sort of know who they're working with and who this guy is that they're trusting with their assets, with their money, with their time, with their energy, and this obviously helps quite a bit with that. Now, on to arguably the most important part of the proposal. It's the actual pitch, what you're going to deliver, how much things are going to cost, and all that kind of stuff. So for this particular client, this app prototype client, we presented them with 2 packages, and I'll get into why 2 packages are so important. But this initial package is what we call the MVP, meaning the minimum viable product. This was sort of the minimal assets and actions that need to happen on their end to get to that next level. So what we included in this package was a creative branding kit and guideline book, meaning we put together logo concepts for them, their typography culture, their colors, all that kind of stuff, and to ensure that future developers and designers would always adhere to those guidelines. And secondly, we put together an app prototype, which was about 22 screens. They were all JPEG images. And those images simulate the actual functionality of the app. It's very well designed. It allows people to run through a simulation on their phones and actually demonstrate how cool their idea or concept actually is. Now, because it's not fully developed yet, these are just JPEG images, we also told the client that we would make development team introductions. So we said, we purely do design. That's our specialty. That's our expertise, but we don't do anything else but that. Although we know a ton of really good development teams that are suitable to work on your project, we will introduce you to those development teams. So that's what they would get for the minimum viable product package, which was $94.50. However, they ended up going with the second package, which is what we call the master package, which includes everything from package 1, as well as marketing materials, design templates, a pre-launch website, a media kit, and that we sold for nearly $12,000. Now, they went with this all-encompassing, master package, and actually went with a $12,000 investment. And that's awesome, because we didn't give them, we could have very easily said, we're just offering you this, and they would have probably taken it. But because we offered just a little bit more, and we shifted that decision for them from yes to no, yes to this package or no to this package, to oh, A or B, there's two options now. We can go with a cheap option, we can go with a slightly more expensive option. But if we go with the slightly more expensive option, we know we'll get everything we need to get to that next level. So they were more than happy to commit to that second option and roll through with that. So I was very excited to see this client take that route. But again, guys, it's very important that you don't present your clients or your prospects with a simple yes or no, proposal. You want to shift that yes or no mindset. Yes, will I work with this potential firm or designer or whatever? To which package should I work on with this designer or developer or firm or whatever. So it's when you pitch a proposal and the client doesn't like what he sees, it's very easy for him to say, it's too expensive, or this isn't included, or that is included. I'm going to try someone else and get another proposal. But if you offer packages, you give the option of A or B or C. So if a client says, this doesn't seem like it's enough, they have other options that they can pick from, choose from. It shows that you're flexible, that you have room for compromise, that you can negotiate certain things into your packages. But either way, it gives the client sort of more of a broad view of what you're able to do and implement for him, as opposed to saying, here's the offer, take it or leave it, which is not the scenario you want to find yourself in. Aftercare, this is very important. It's important that you implement a certain paragraph about what it would cost on an hourly basis to work with you, simply because oftentimes in projects, clients are going to have unforeseen modifications, or they're going to be like, I saw this thing on this website or this app and I really want this design as well. So they might change their mind along the way. This sort of just gives you the opportunity to say, hey, I actually haven't agreed with you on this, but as stipulated in our contract, our proposal, we can do all that, no problem. It's just going to cost a flat hourly fee of X amount of dollars. In our case, that's $250. In your case, that might be lower, higher, I don't know. But it's always important to sort of, put the client at ease. Say, your project might change, the scope might change. Just know that we can cater to that. It's just going to cost hourly. And then to finish the proposal, guys, we just reiterate our company's mission, our contact details, add a personal message. I say, feel free to get in touch whenever, I'm here. It's important to sort of establish a human connection with your client as opposed to that cold corporate sort of line that a lot of relationships have. My clients can call me, email me whenever. They know that they'll get a response within 24 hours, max. So it's important to sort of establish a personal bond with your client, even if it is through a PDF proposal. So there it is, guys. This proposal closed for $12,000, and we actually kept working with this client beyond this proposal and made quite a bit more money on top of that. So this is a live living proof of what a $10,000+ design proposal looks like. I hope you guys have learned quite a bit from this, and you can duplicate it yourself, make your own, and use it in your own sales process of your design business. However, if you want the actual resources, the original source files, and more stuff on actually optimizing your sales process in your design business, I definitely suggest you click the button below and learn more about the Movement Accelerator, where I talk about all of this kind of stuff and a lot more on how I find clients, close clients, negotiate with them, and actually get paid. But yeah, that's for another video and another page. So if you're interested in that, just hit the button below and I'll see you there. Either way, thanks so much for being a part of this, and talk to you soon.